Morning, friends and colleagues. Saturday morning here at lovely Brandywine Farm. Out here in a freshly mowed Millie's field with my two pals. And I'm being brutally reminded of the power of routine to keep us going this morning. Brutal's a hard word, but yeah, not feeling particularly spry this morning. The green-eyed beauty and I were up late last night and out very early this morning because our two pals here, they wake up at 5 every day. And we've done the job on the routine, as in, righto, well, you sleep at particular times, when we get them to go to sleep in the evenings, it becomes, rather than barking out the orders to get them to go into their crates and to go to sleep or anything like that, our approach has been to develop a set of expectations and a set of routines that say, righto, well, at this time of the day when we want to get them to go to sleep, we take them out for a walk, bring them back inside, take them down the hallway they sleep in the office in crates. So we put them in the crates, give them a treat, turn the light off, shut the door, and off they go to sleep. And, because these dogs, especially old mate here, hey Mildred, oi. Especially old mate there, really, very much like Captain America. She can do this all day. She just keep going and going and going on the activity. So you have to come up with these these ways and means of getting her to understand that, righto, it's time to calm down now. But yeah, the challenge is, righto, well, at 5 o'clock she's awake. He's awake too. They're in the office and they're having a bit of a yelp. Righto, time to go. Let's go. And that's what they're used to. We've created the machine. Now we have to deal with the fact that that's how the machine runs. Hey Otis, come on, buddy. Come on, champ. Oi. Not up there, mate. Yeah. But the power of these sorts of routines or mechanisms as part of your part of the context of your life is a really important consideration, I would say. When I was doing the cancer thing with the one I love, she's a person of great substance, I would say, and with wonderful insight, really. And so there were times when you're doing the cancer thing where you're going through. I had a bit of a long go at chemotherapy, and chemotherapy's pretty nasty on your body. And it takes away lots. We did in my case, takes away lots of energy, and you feel a bit sick plenty of the time. So you don't really feel like doing much. But it turns out that light activity is really, really good for you while you're going through chemotherapy. And so much so, there's a research group in Melbourne, I think, who've established a gym right beside a cancer clinic. As part of their treatment, they're doing some randomised trials of people who do various levels of light exercise in and around their chemotherapy treatments. And yeah, so the green-eyed beauty, I don't know. I don't think she was aware of these pieces of research at the time, but she certainly had it in her head that, look, you know, it's got to be better for Barry if he just gets off his sorry ass and goes for a bit of a shuffle around the lake. Goes for a walk around the supermarket, but keeps moving, keeps going. And even when I wasn't doing chemotherapy, it was the green-eyed beauty. Got me off the couch, got me moving. You know, and I would say, you know, brought me back to life again, you know. And, you know, it was the creation of those pieces of context that said, righto, well, we have to keep going, we have to keep going, we have to keep going. And you think about how powerful a phenomenon that is, you know. I think about, you know, really great teams that I've been a part of and great organisations that I've worked in, where those sorts of things, the creation of contexts like that really drive the achievement of outstanding things. I mean, one that I was lucky enough to be invited to be involved in was the work on the quality assurance system at Australia Post. You know, very clever group of people, and you know, that was an organisation. I think when I was there, they had 50,000 people or something like that, and the quality assurance system that our team had worked on. You know, it was for one state, so one part of that organisation. And it was this all-encompassing, amazing, powerful piece of management system design, and beautiful, beautiful work, but not easily done. And I would say, looking back on it, I would say, you know, it really represented a paradigm shift for that organisation, and you know, how it ran, you know, how it fundamentally operated. And the point about that is you don't achieve, you know, paradigm shifts in the blink of an eye. It's hard. It's hard. It's funny, my friend and colleague from those times, Graham Penny, reminded me of this notion of the paradigm recently in some of our correspondence. Yeah, it's hard, right? So paradigm shifts are difficult, and the way that you keep people moving through those sorts of things, you know, keep people going on the path to something transformative and amazing, is by the creation of a context that says that you know, you're in it together. There's a shared goal, there's shared beliefs, there's a positive and supportive leadership environment, and these may all sound like kind of course items, you know. Yeah, of course we do that, of course you do. Do we really? You know, that example stands out for me so often when I think about these sorts of things, because it's been so rare. It's surprisingly rare. You know, there are so many more examples of organisations that really battle to create these sorts of things in their organisational environments. They really battle to create these supportive, powerful, useful, interesting, transformative contexts. But when done right, when the context is done well, they really have the capacity to drive behavioural outcomes, like me out in this field throwing a ball with me couple of pals when I really don't want to. I'll tell you what though, it's like martial arts training all those years ago. My friend and colleague Alan Heisteck, who was my sensei at the time, he would tell me that plenty of the time when he was learning martial arts, that he didn't want to go to training. Plenty of the time, because it hurts, and you get punished, and in a good way. It hurts, and it's hard work. But when you get started, and the punches are thrown, and the adrenaline starts to rise, and you're in the thick of it, and there's sparring, it's the best thing ever, and you wouldn't give it up for anything. It's fantastic, it's amazing. It's not quite the same, but I always feel the same when I come out here. I didn't want to drag my sorry backside off the couch this morning, but you come out here and it's, you can't feel anything but grateful for the opportunity to hang around in an environment like this. It's beautiful. And listen to the river. There's been a lot of rain overnight, so the river's like really noisy today. Just there. Yeah. Anyway, better get to it. Now that I'm up and at 'em, I might make breakfast for the green-eyed beauty. There, you got the sign. So, wherever you are in the world, folks, get out and get some air in your lungs, I say. And if you can do it in a field with a couple of pals, then fair play to you. Enjoy your Saturday, everyone. Lovely Brandywine Farm.